That's the only tools we're going to use. And if a professional tile guy was watching this video, first off, if he is, I'm not quite sure why he is. And secondly, you're not a professional, and neither am I, but I can get it done, and these are the tools that I have, and these are the tools that I'm going to make it work with. Do you have to buy all these professional tools? Hey, you should buy this different specialized float. You need to have a stainless steel pan. You've got to have a hawk and trowel, and you've got to have, you know, all this other stuff. No, we're just going to use what we have or buy just a few things. You know, yes, I probably should get a stainless steel sheetrock pan, but you can get a plastic one, and I've used that thing for years, and I wanted to do it for a reason, to let you know that, hey, can you do something? Can you do your sheetrock patches with a little plastic pan? Can you mix up grout in a plastic pan like that? Yeah, you can. But if you're going to start doing some projects, invest wisely and get a stainless steel pan. Now they have pans about this long. They also have them a little bit longer. I think I would stick with one probably this long, as well as your knives. You know, stainless steel as opposed to steel. Don't get the steel ones like this. I made the mistake of doing that, but I'm glad I did. So now I'm showing it to you, right? Get the stainless steel stuff. Spend a few extra bucks, and you're saving all this money by doing things yourself from now on. So now you can invest a little bit in your tools, and once you buy some of these tools, you won't have to buy them again, right? Okay, now I'm waiting for this wall to dry, and could I do another section of this wall over here while I'm waiting? Yeah, I probably could. You're just going to have to kind of check your project out. It depends how fast you go. It depends if you've got somebody helping you. You know, you can do another section while he's sponging off an area, or you can flip-flop around. If you're better at one thing, you can do that, and you can be watching him and showing him what to do. And you can be Video Joe, and you can show your helper. And then pretty soon your helper can do the work instead of you. There's an idea for you. You know what? That's borderline. But I think that's dry enough. See how most of it is white? So I've got my water here. Guess I gotta set that up here. Back and forth I go, making sure you can see what I'm doing. Let's see, like I said, I have the scouring side on the one side. I'm just going to first test it on the main body and see if it'll come off with the sponge. Chances are, most of the time it won't come off on that after it's dry like that. So I'm just going to take the other side and I'm just going to kind of loosen it up a little bit. I'm going to try to stay away from the seams as best I can without putting full pressure on a line, let's say. Just do a little circular motion. I'm just trying to get the top bit of the grout loose on the rest of the tile. Now I can come back with my other sponge side. Now just do some more. And see, if you start down here, by the time you get up further, the other part up higher is going to be drier. You know what I mean? Yeah, of course we'd have to have a barking dog around, wouldn't we? Okay, so once you get an area like this, I'm going to look at it. Let's just go up a little bit further. I'll just going to use this side of the sponge, and I'm going to look at my seams. They look pretty good. I'm just going to go over the face to remove more of the overall grout film. That. Then you can look at the lines and do a test and kind of go over one and see if anything moves on it, or if you see any little imperfection. You can take your finger maybe and go like that, or your sponge, and just a little bit, And if one tile's higher than another, you still need to get the joints nice. You don't want to taper out the grout from a 32nd to nothing, because then when it dries, you're going to see that a certain grout line is going to be a 16th here and 3/16ths over here, and you don't want that. Your eye is going to look at the entire thing. Okay? And your eye wants to see nice straight lines, so I just finish it off. You know, in case there's a little bit of excess on there, or it's not, or it's flat. So if you don't wait too long and this dries, and then you're just doing the top surface, all of your joints might be flat, and they're supposed to concave ever so little. But now that's regular tiles, 6x6, 12x12 tiles, whatever. Something with a thicker grout line. They are only a 1/16th of an inch grout line, right? So there's only so much you're going to be able to do with that overall line. So if you just wipe it on there and double check it, that should be good. See? Now once you get this whole thing, now I'm going to take a bigger sponge and a clean sponge, a bigger one, with clean water, and I'm just going to go over the surface. Now could I use this one for the whole thing? Yeah, you could. Let's try a little section and see how it works.